So a couple things have happened since I've been in action for the past couple days. My last video was not even 5 minutes. It was a cover reaction to, or cover reveal reaction to Sarah J. Maas's House of Sky and Breath. Yeah, so a couple things. Let me just quickly explain. One, it's just really stupid. I got more pops over here. And when I say more, I mean 4. So I got a Superman one, I got a Wonder Woman one, I got a Pikachu one. Oh, I guess I just got 3. I thought I got 4. And another thing is, I started my new job. I work at Barnes & Noble. I am a bookseller / barista, so that's exciting. I was a little nervous going in, but I think I'm more relaxed now. Of course, I get nervous still early when I wake up, because, you know, I have to, because I'm not in, like, walking distance to Barnes & Noble. I have to ride the Max, aka the train, and a bus to get there. But once I'm there, I'm like zen. I'm like really cool. I'm calm. Because I know it's just coffee, kind of. But I will maybe do a video about that later. And then another thing is, I didn't want to record because I had cellulitis in my eyelid. On this eye. You can still see a little bit of it, not really. I'm good now. It's all gone. So thank God for that. It was so annoying because it was like on my first day too is when I got it, and it was so terrible. And then another thing is, look at these books right here. So I'm just gonna go from the top to the bottom. I did talk about some of these books before. I talked about like these ones here and this one. I forgot to mention another book in that pile, but I'm going to talk about it first since I just grabbed it. But yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 17 books I want to show you guys. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. If you guys have read any of these books or purchased any of these books, let me know down below. Anyways, so the first one I have here is The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan He. This is a sci-fi novel. Even though it doesn't look sci-fi, it is. Basically about these two sisters, C and Casey. We're just trying to get back to one another, I'm guessing. And it's been blurred by Lauren James, who is the author of The Reckless Afterlife of Harriet Stoker, and Marie Lu, who's obviously the legend author. Flamecaster by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first book in the Shattered Realm series. And this is also set in the Seven Realm series. I don't know much about this book. All I know is on the back it says, a wizard prince in exile, thirsting for revenge, a girl with a curse, striking back against a ruthless king. Together they will burn the kingdom to its rotten core. That's all I really need to know. I know this is the first book in a 4-book series, I think. And Cinda Williams-Chima has written a lot of fantasy books. You know, like the Seven Realms series, and also the Air Chronicles, which I didn't really like the Warrior Air. But I will continue with that series when, I don't know. Then next I have this one. I'm so excited. This one is Aiden Thomas's Lost in the Neverwoods. This is a Peter Pan sort of thing. It takes place in Astoria. Wendy, Darling returns. Her brothers did not return. And so the town's children start to disappear. And the mystery of her brother's disappearances are coming back into the light. And now they're just trying to find answers. And I don't know if this is supernatural or fantasy. But either way, I want to be a fan of Aiden Thomas, because apparently they're groundbreaking. Okay, so then this one, I don't know anybody who's read it. I haven't seen it much on YouTube or anything like that. The Seven Deadly Shadows by Courtney, Alameda, and Valene E. Maitani. I hope I said that name right. If I didn't, I apologize wholeheartedly. This is about a girl who is ignored by her parents and bullied by her school peers. And the only place where she finds, peace is this shrine, this family shrine that gets attacked by demons. And now she's trying to figure out why, with the help of this half kitsune, half boy named Shiro, I think is his name. Yes. So yeah, so there's that. Honestly, this is giving me like Naruto and Sailor Mars vibes. I read this one and I loved it. This one is Clown in a Cornfield, Adam Cesar. This one is a slasher. young adult story about a girl named Quinn who moves to this town named Kettle Springs, and there's a killer clown. It's just those typical like small town with secrets, murderous clown kind of thing. So, and then these two, I started reading the first one, and I'm loving it right now. And that is Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, and the sequel, Good Girl Bad Blood. I'm gonna get the third one maybe today or tomorrow. I get a discount on books. Holla. This one is like this is like a true crime kind of thing, where this girl named Pippa is trying to prove that this guy named Sal Singh, is that his name? Yeah, Sal Singh was not is not guilty, but everybody in this town thinks that he is. So she's trying to prove it right. Where I don't know the plot of this one, obviously. I don't know the plot of As Good as Dead, which is the third one. So this one is Game Changer by Neil Schusterman, about a kid named Ash who knocked him a little loose, and his life doesn't look quite the way he remembers it. It's like everything is changing all around him, and it's like those alternate realities, and usually I don't go for those. Or time traveling, and this is not time traveling, obviously, but mainly because I just, it's just somewhat like weird and uncomfortable. The only time, I think I said this before, the only time that I really like alternate reality, sort of another multiverse, is comics, kind of, even, and even with those confuse the hell out of me, like Flash, and the Spider-Verse, and the multiverse, and just both DC and Marvel. It's just like, I don't get it. And even when I read Queen of Air and Darkness, the Thule section was just so weird, But yeah, so when I will get to this, I'm not sure. And next is The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the first book of a series. I think it's a trilogy. The sequel is called The Hawthorne Legacy. This is like Knives Out for young adult. This is about a girl named Avery Grams? Okay, whatever. This person named Tobias Hawthorne gives her his entire fortune, and she has to move into the mansion full of secrets, secret passages, riddles, and codes. And she has no idea who Tobias Hawthorne is, evidently. And I'm so hooked. And this cover is so fucking cool. I've heard mixed things about this one, but I'm hoping that I will like it. This is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Menescalco. This is it says here, he murdered women in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved the Ripper. Girl, you need help. But I'm hoping that I won't get creeped out about this book, because anything with Jack the Ripper, while it is terrifying, it's still really interesting to me. So then these ones, I'm going to go rather quickly because you've seen them before. So this is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy, and Sword in the Stars. This is a King Arthur sort of thing with fantasy and future stuff. It's just another weird one, but I'm hoping it will make more sense than the premise on the jacket. This one is The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris. This is a historical novel. These two brothers taking refuge on the homestead of George Walker. And in parallel to their story, there are two Confederate soldiers with a romance, and I might read that one first, I don't know. This one is Wings of Ebony by J.L. This is a young adult fantasy. This is a duology, I think, or a trilogy. And this was praised by Nicola Yoon, Saba Tahir, Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, Kim Johnson. And honestly, it just sounds absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to start this one. The sequel is called Ashes of Gold, and that cover is stunning. Alright, so then these three. This one is The Swallows by Lisa Lutz. This is a... I kept calling it a murder mystery, and I don't know if it's just that. There's a lot to it. Then there's like intrigue and like scandals, and yeah, it's like a it talks about like the boys will be boys kind of thing, and now it's like an all-out war between like girls and boys, and it's just like, okay, let's just see where that goes. Alright, then this one's Countdown Bin Laden, the untold story of the 247-day hunt to bring the mastermind of 9/11 to justice, by Chris Wallace and Mitch Weiss. And I have 1945 on my shelf back here. And I don't know, this one I might pick up first before 1945. This one I just got recently, and I'm still really confused of what it's about. But my new boss is like, I think my new boss really enjoyed this book, and all my friends who are book readers love this book. So I'm like, alright, fine. Let me just see if I will be on board. And that is Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. This is a book that's hard to describe, so it's like, okay. Set in Constantinople in the 15th century in a small town, present-day Idaho, and on an interstellar ship decades from now, Anthony Doerr's gorgeous third novel is a triumph of imagination and compassion, a soaring story about children on the cusp of adulthood in worlds in peril who find resilience, hope, and a book. Let's just see if I will enjoy it. Anyways, that was my September book haul. If you enjoyed it, big thumbs up. Comment your thoughts, especially about Cloud Cuckoo Land, please. Yeah, how many books have you purchased in September, if you have purchased any books? Also, what books have you read? What were your favorite books, your least favorite books? Yada, yada, yada. For more content, the subscribe button is right here, right next to this notification bell. Go ahead and click that. And I'll link 2 other videos right beside my head, so go ahead and check those out. And I'm going to see everyone soon in my next video. Deuces.